My name is Apoorv. I'm a full-time swing trader in Indian stock markets, and this is what I do whole day. Welcome to the episode 30 of my swing trading PNL series. Today we are going to discuss about my 1 lakh profit trade. I will showcase how I got to the trade, strategy unlocked in this particular video, my position sizing, risk reward management, everything I'll be discussing throughout this video. I will be verifying the PNL by refreshing the screen as well. All the charts in this video are 3 months or older. So you all can see 25,000 rupees profit in this particular account, and let's refresh. Can also see the quantities and everything. Stock's name was CMEC. I was analyzing this particular stock on a weekly time frame. So this is COVID's bottom right here, and that's the peak of the structure. First thing that I did was creating a Fibonacci from the bottommost point to the topmost point. And I created a 50 to 60% retracement zone, and I stretched that zone in this manner. Now again, if you see, I can create a Fibonacci from this area and I can make another zone right here. I'm going to mark that with the green area. 50 to 60% again. Now if you see, there is a symmetrical triangle pattern that's been created here. Also, I threw a line from this particular area. I'm joining the tops here and creating a counter trend line at the top like this. Now if you see, this counter trend line is a solid counter trend line, but still the price has to reach this counter trend line only to get rejected and then give a breakout. And that is my whole plan here. First thing that I saw was a base creation in the form of a symmetrical triangle pattern. Now everything is happening on a weekly time frame, so patience is the key. Now this is the first candle that gave the breakout here of the symmetrical triangle pattern. I do not take the trades inside the patterns, like if the pattern is pretty near a counter trend line. Okay, I might take a trade based on risk reward ratio, but let's just keep the risk reward ratio like if I want to take the trade till the nearest risk. This is my nearest reward, and my risk for the trade below the candle would be 17%, and I'm getting 13% only. So that's not a great risk to reward ratio. Now whenever I see that type of risk reward ratio, I'm not interested in the trade anymore. Rather, I would be waiting for the price to get rejected from here only to get up. Okay, so this is the first rejection that I am seeing on the chart. Let's open the RSI here also. Okay, sometimes I use RSI divergences. So what I'm seeing is a clear-cut price action movement on the upside. Here also the price is moving towards the upside on a daily time frame, literally moving up, and the RSI here is adjusting itself towards the downside only to create more space for the upside. If the price consolidates and the RSI is falling, that's pretty good for me. Let's see. Okay, so after this much of consolidation on a daily time frame, the RSI has went from literally 81 to 50, and the price is in the same range. If you see, now that's the range I'm creating on a daily time frame. This range has been created on the daily time frame. There is a one side movement and a consolidation. Now that consolidation should be taking place at the exact area where I wanted it. Now I wanted the price to move towards the downside, then give a breakout to the upside, but here if you see, that's not every single time you will get the same thing that's on your mind, right? So market here is giving me a consolidation at the counter trend line of a higher time frame rather than giving me a retracement first and then an upside movement. So I'll take that as well. Now if I go to the weekly time frame, my line will look something like this, and on a daily time frame it will look something like this. I want a breakout of this particular area with power. Okay, so there is a volume surge here. Now a huge volume surge, price moves towards the upside. So we can close the volumes now. RSI is again picking up at this area. And if you see, we are trading above the green Fibonacci that we have created. Counter trend line has been respected many a times already and giving a breakout here. I started creating my positions from this area onwards. Reason being, it's a Friday. Now 15-minute time frame, if you see, it started its actual momentum from 10:15. 10:30 onwards. So I started creating my position from this batch of movement. What could have went wrong? So my initial position was heavy, as you can see. So I went with 8 lakh rupees in one account. Now in that account, my initial position, I started entering from this particular level onward. Actually, the stock's been treating this particular area for a really long period of time. If the exact spot above the Fibonacci, at my counter trend line, a strong consolidation, and now it's gapping up exactly at that area, hitting that area again once, twice, thrice, and then giving this candle. Now when this candle was in movement, I kept a really small stop loss just below the previous low right here, went with a big quantity like 8 to 9 lakhs. And if you see, I'm keeping a 3 to 4% stop loss, and if this move in itself gets bottomed out completely, I'm going to exit the trade. Okay, now I was lucky enough to get this huge momentum on the same day. That was almost 8% of momentum, and I was able to exit this particular trade. Now if you see the intraday movement, you will be able to see the stock did went to 13%, but I was not able to book because literally it jumped from this area to this area within seconds and came back down, started showing this red candle, and that's where I exited. I thought that this could be a dump also, and it would be better to make a new position towards the end of the day with a smaller quantity, take the risk on the profit that I've created today. So I exited 70,000 rupees exactly at this particular area with a very small stop loss. Now that is where the day ended, and if you see on the second account, I entered around that area, kept a stop loss just below that, and played a 1:1 risk reward ratio trade for the next one. You can see in a matter of few days I was able to hit that as well, booked around 25-30,000 rupees in that trade also. From this particular area you will see that it is 30% till the top. Now definitely the stock can go to the 30%, okay, but it will take a lot of consolidation before going towards that 30%. That was my initial approach. So I thought rather than waiting for the top, I've already made a good amount of money because I got a good risk reward ratio initially, and then I made the 30,000 as well in order to exit that overall trade at 1 lakh rupees profit. Made a intraday profit, made a delivery profit as well. A total of 1 lakh rupees seemed good to me. I don't want to give away these profits at this particular point, so my instinct said to me that let's just end the trade right away. For the sake of video right here, let me show you guys that what exactly happened after that. After entering the trade, it's been 150 days and literally I would be at loss right now, or slight positive. Almost 200 days of consolidation and price movement. Price eventually went to the top as well, but if you see, I have done my game here. My the trade that I wanted to execute was executed perfectly by me. For the beginner level, if I tell you, I would have kept a bigger stop loss, 14-15%. I would have gone for this particular trade, that is 1:2 risk reward ratio trade. But then it would have then it would take definitely 200 days of consolidation and patience. If you are a professional trader or a full-time trader, then you know that swing means that you are entering at some momentum area, that is your edge, and you are taking the first swing that is right in front of you. If you are just sitting in that particular trade, maybe you're going to miss a lot of good A+ opportunities that are going to come into the market. So you can just capitalize by scaling up at that time, take that swing, move out of the markets, get to the second one, second setup, third setup, whatever there are. Okay, but for the sake of the video, I'm just sharing here that the analysis overall went perfectly amazing, and it took 200 days. That is like the stock was, I took the stock in like December, January, I started exiting the stock 2024, and late June or starting of the July, you guys can see 2024, the stock finally hits its first supply zone. That was the top of the pattern. Yes, I hope you enjoyed this particular video. Make sure you have subscribed this channel for more insights like this, raw, real, and completely swing trading. If you want to learn my A+ strategy, definitely you can send me a hi on this particular number right in front of you. Make sure you have subscribed this channel for more content like this. Like this video. We are aiming for 100 likes for this particular video. I hope we will get to 10,000 subscribers by the end of this month.